Hello, human. November 2024, I quit my job. Books, toiletries, perfume, skincare, and there's so many English bookstores. Bookstore hop. I moved to Paris. Oui, oui. Hello, human. It is I, your favorite, I think, human. And as always, it is amazing, lovely, beautiful to have you here. And I hope you've been well. I have been okay. I'll tell you that much. I would appreciate if we can just pretend that I wasn't gone for, I don't know, 9 months, and just get back. Pretend like this is regular programming. Let's ease back into it like nothing happened. Okay? Good. A lot has happened. I hope you had an amazing Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's, Lover's Day, Easter. A lot has happened in my life. Lots of changes, lots of grown woman things. I am talking about all of it in this video today, and I don't want to say I hopefully will be consistent. I will be consistent because my creativity, making videos, editing, filming and all of that are things that I really enjoy, and it's always so difficult for me to stay creative when so much is happening in my life that is like taking so much emotional toll. But I'm trying to compartmentalize. I'm learning. So in November 2024, that was last year, I quit my job. After 2.5 years of working, I quit my job. And then fast forward to February of 2025, this year, I moved to Paris. Oui, I moved to Paris. Before I made the decisions, I made plans for what I would do next, because unfortunately I do not have any trust fund. So I wish I can be like, oh my god, I quit my job to follow my dreams. I can't do that because I have rent to pay, okay? So I had plans, but I was still very, very scared, because quitting your job is such a big decision. And even though I had like a plan for what next, and I knew that I had to move, everything was still very overwhelming because it was a huge change. Quitting a job of 2.5 years, moving out of a house that you've lived in for like 2.5 years, to a big city. Everything was so, like, there was just so much uncertainty. I didn't know if what I had in mind was going to pan out the way I wanted it to. There was just so much that I was uncertain about, but I had to make the move. And usually when you quit your job in France, legally you have to still work for 3 months, which is like your notice period. But in some cases it could be different depending on the agreement you have with your company. If you don't want to do the 3 months, or I don't know, you can reach an agreement with your company, but I had to do the 3 months. So I was working. Even after quitting my job in November, I still worked through February. So looking for houses in Paris is difficult. It's very, very difficult. And I wanted so badly to live alone, because I had lived alone for the past 2.5 years. I wanted to continue living alone. I'm a big girl. And the studios I wanted in Paris were mostly being handled by agencies. But the agencies were asking me for a guarantor who is French, works in France. So I would like get their bank statement as my guarantee that I can pay my rent. Or when I'm not able to pay my rent, there is somebody that they can hold to pay the rent. But I didn't have that. So I didn't know what to do. I decided to look for houses in what the French called banlieue, in the suburbs, and suburbs of Paris is not what you're thinking. Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail, but it's not what you're thinking. So I was looking for shared apartments and studios. During my search, I reached out to someone who lived also in the suburbs of Paris, and she connected me to her landlord, and her landlord was like, oh, I have this room that is vacant that I can give you, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, perfect, this is done. I paid, signed a contract, everything was done. Then I think 1 month before my move day, like, no, a few weeks, actually 3 weeks before the day I was supposed to move, this man calls me and goes, oh no, I just gave the room to somebody else, blah, 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 blah. He was saying a lot of things, and honestly, I stopped listening when he said, I'm giving the room to somebody else. Anything he said after that, I didn't hear, because I was like, I'm sorry, is something wrong with my ear? Because I don't understand. How are you giving the room I paid for a month ago to somebody else? So, yeah, so I was confused. I was stressed. I was panicking. I was like, oh my God, I have to move out of this place in 3 weeks. And it has taken me more than 2 months to get this house. Now that I have less than 3 weeks, how am I going to find a house? I started searching again. I didn't have a choice. And mind you, I was still working. So while I was searching for houses, I couldn't come to Paris. I don't live in Paris. I didn't live in Paris at the time. I was living in my old city. So I couldn't come to physically visit a house. So a couple apartment owners or house owners would allow for video call visits, but they will prioritize the person that comes physically, because when you come physically, you give them your documents, you sign the contract, you pay, that's it. So I didn't know what to do. I had to make a decision to think, okay, one Friday after work, I will come to Paris. Like 7-ish in the morning, I'm supposed to move out of this house on 26th of February, which is in like 2 weeks, and I don't have a house. I'm booking a hotel now that I'll stay at when I get to Paris, because after work today, I'm heading to Paris because I have to see the apartments tomorrow morning. Throughout tomorrow, actually. I have the first one very early in the morning on Saturday, and then I have the next one around like 12, and then there's another one I think around 2, and then the next one at 4, and then I have to then catch the train to come back to my city. I'm just about to spend 74 euros now. I don't want to think about it. I think, yeah, I'm just stressed, and I just want to do everything I need to do, and yeah. So that was what I did. I was stressed out. I did it. Eventually, I found something that I liked that was relatively cheap and close to all the things I need, like my gym, where I grocery shop, all of that. Baby, Kwan. I'm filming. I'm filming. Remember, books, toiletries, perfume, skincare, and kewan. Then here,
then you put outing shirts, but all of them are in that section. This one will be thick sweaters and jackets.
And jackets, okay. Oh my god. Guys, this is my godson. Oh my god. You won't because...
Yep.
So now I have moved and I've been here for about 2 months and a half, and yeah, I think I've always been this person that says, oh, I don't like Paris, oh, I don't like big cities, I like something very quiet and calm, blah blah blah. Yes, I do like quiet and calm cities, but I cannot lie, Paris has surprisingly made me feel something. Like, I feel like there's something in me or in my mind that has shifted since moving here. Yes, Paris is very fast paced and not so good for my nervous system. But thanks to yoga and journaling, I'm fine. Okay? But just living here now, I feel like usually I have big dreams, but I feel like since moving here, I'm dreaming even bigger, like so much bigger. I feel like there's just so much possibility for me, and there's so much to see, just so much to do. And the good part is like there's so many English bookstores, like proper English bookstores. In all the smaller cities, you can have like a lot of French bookstores and then maybe just a small section of English books. But here you have English bookstores. So a random Saturday, I can just decide that today I'll just book store hop, read, go to cafes, sit outside, especially now that it's sunny. I'm just so like, yeah, there's so much to romanticize. I know, yeah, Paris is like, oh my god, Paris is the city of love, whatever. And you come and you're like, disappointed. But honestly, since living here, I just feel like so much is possible for me. I'm content and I feel really proud of my journey, and I'm holding on to God, obviously, because God has always been the center of my life. I am just filled with so much gratitude for my life, for my friends. I'm just so thankful for my friends. I love my friends so much. So we are here, and I'm very excited for more videos to come because I will be exploring the city of Paris, and I will be sharing all of that. I'm just so excited, especially about the bookstores. God, I'm just so excited about that. And I'm also very excited to be getting back into my creativity bag because I haven't done anything creative in a long time. So I'm happy that I'm finally I feel like I'm coming back to myself. And I'm very, very happy. And also, I'm very, very grateful that you are here, that you watch my videos, and that you comment on my videos, that you like my videos, and all of that. Thank you so much. I hope you get into this season of feeling like you're coming back to yourself, because that's the season I feel like I'm in right now. And yeah, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.